Hello guys, welcome to this Photoshop section. My name is Maro, as you all know. So we'll be starting this class by explaining how we got to achieve this design that I'm about to show you right now. We achieved it in a scale of, if you read it in a scale of 100, you'll see that there's a lot of work in there. So like I told you before, basics of designing is finding materials and also passing stories. If you don't if you don't find material, you can't pass story. So let's jump into write it. So first of all, I'll open my Chrome. I'm in my Chrome right now. So okay, my screen is larger than this, so I'm checking it the other side. So I'll just drag it in here in a bit. Let me first of all, okay, here we go. So we'll open Chrome, and this time around we'll learn how to use Google Chrome to search for our whatever we want to design, how to find our materials with Google Chrome. So first of all, what was in my mind is I want to design burger and a burger flyer. And first of all, I search burger in Chrome. So you see a lot of beautiful burger, and you can also get ideas like some of them right here. You can see a burger designs, the one with red and the rest of them. So we'll use this one. So it's looking pretty clean. So make sure when you're downloading, you click on this guy first. Yes, you open it like that before you download, else your image is going to come with low quality whatsoever. So you save, make sure you create a folder and save it where you could remember. So let's create a new folder and call it thought2. So we save it in here and rename it. So make sure everything that you download is renamed in a way that next time when you want to design and you're searching it, you can also find it easily. So we renamed it. So we are also going to download other burger design, something different from this, so that when we are getting into it fully, maybe we tested this burger, like the design, and it's not looking nice to us, we can also swap the burger ASAP without wasting much of our time. So that's why I prefer downloading everything first before starting my design. So make sure before you start downloading, you click on it like that. So when it opens like this, that means it's giving you the high quality of it. And most times when you click on it, wait for it to render. If it doesn't show bright, it wouldn't. So we are designing with Coca-Cola brand, so we just look for a beautiful Coca-Cola, and want to use can. Yeah, want to use can. Okay, this is good. So if you scroll down, you will see a whole lot of different types, and we feel like this is the best out of all. So we go ahead to click and download it. So opening your images like this before you download helps you a lot. It helps you, number one, in the place of if you want to see other images that are similar to this, it helps you. It also helps you in terms of downloading high quality images. This is also awesome for it. So we save, we search for sprite, search for Sprite. Let's look up. Let's look at this. So yeah, looking for Sprite size. What's similar to Coke? You want to different size. So Coke and Sprite are the same brand. Okay, I'll size. No, I'll ask for I'll ask for Portugal. Yeah. Okay. So we have downloaded the essential things that we need right now. We have to get into the designing until we find out there are some things that we don't need that we are supposed to download. That's when we go back to Chrome. But for now, I think that we are done with Chrome. We are done chroming. So whatever that we need, we'll go back later. So let's get into it. Now, if you notice, when I was downloading, some of them were saving as web. Okay, this thing I forgot to save this one. Okay, we select everything now and add it to our Photoshop. It's coming. Now, if you notice, there are some of the things that we like this now. There are some of the things that we downloaded that was showing web, like just web. Now that's a web picture, and we downloaded it into our system. So it's not showing as JPEG, PNG. So it's not going to show in our distance. So we'll just right click, open Paint. So we've opened it in Paint right now. Okay, that's Paint. I'll click just once. So we just clicked just once, and this is the Paint that opened. So resave it. There's nothing else we'll do, no editing. We'll just resave it into our normal file where we save this other one, and when we save it, then when we save them in there, it comes as JPEG. So it have a lot of formats. Like under here, if you are seeing that part, you will see where there's a sign like JPEG where you can change file. So there's two here. I will now delete the first one I downloaded. So it's deleted. We'll do the same thing for the Coke because the Coke also came as a web format. So we received our Coke. So we'll delete this one. Most of them I didn't even bother to start receiving because I wouldn't need them after now. But if I need, I just like downloading fresh ideas. You see, the two of them can now get into Photoshop. So we'll start by turning off their eyes so we can make our design look presentable. So we'll go back to Chrome. There are some things that we still need to download, like a sliced tomato. Tomato. So download a sliced tomato because there is tomato in the burger, there is meat, there is onion, but we are not going to put every single thing. There's one that just caught my eye right now, so I feel like this. So there's tomato in it, so definitely to make our design epic we have to put this. So you see, I now have a variety. I don't love the first one, so I like this one. I prefer this one. So I just copy. Sometimes I do copy, sometimes I do save. anyway is still a way. So since I copied it by mistake, I'll just paste it here. It's refusing to paste. Let's just download. Let's just save us. Normally I copy and send into Photoshop and paste it inside Photoshop, but because I want to give you these materials, that's why I keep downloading some things. So our tomato sliced is in there. Let's check if we'll see something better. Let's take this one in case of in case it. So we search for leaf. So because there are leaves in every shawarma, I don't even know. So there is a type of leaf that is inside shawarma. We will not download that one. I say shawarma. I keep saying shawarma. Why? Burger. So let's download this one. It's befitting. So let's add the boat inside our little design. So this is a web format. So I will have to go and save it as JPEG or PNG. But in this case, I'll change mine to PNG because it's already a PNG file. So if I put it as PNG, it will give me a transparent background. So I don't have to go and start doing transparency again after. As you can see here, SF is even looking transparent. Look at the old one and the new one. It looks different. So getting your source before designing. So we now add them. So this is our leaf and that's our tomato. So we'll turn off their eyes. I'll get into design proper. So you draw your rectangle, you take your rectangle and draw first. And when designing, make sure that your rectangle or whatever that you're keeping, as long as you want to centralize it, it's like a background or whatever, make sure it's at the center. So we'll drag and drop, centralize it. There are other ways to centralize it, so when we get into this topic fully, you will learn them. So we want to make this look a little bit real, so we reduce that. So we want to change the color to the to red. So we have to go open colors, click on that, take our eyedropper tool. So but when you open color, it automatically comes with eyedropping tool. So we change the red, go back to our layer, turn off the coke, take the rectangle, bring it down. So it could be at the back of every single thing we do right there. So we have to create a custom logo. Not actually a professional logo, but something that will serve as a logo. So I will not take you through this process. You just watch for yourself. I will not take you through this process because we are not yet getting into that fully in this course. So now we are done creating the logo. Let's the logo frame, let's add a text to it. It may not look like a professional logo, but it is something that we'll deal with for now. And please note, when designing whatever you want to design, branding, whatever, just note that fonting is 100% needed in it. Fonting is one thing you don't play with while doing design, else your beautiful concept, idea, and design experience will turn to be stupid at the end of the day if you don't get your fonting right. So while doing design, play with your font as much as you can to make sure you get the right one. So we'll get this cool font here. When using fonts like this, make sure that your first letter is capital and the rest should be small letter. It's a must. So for this design, we'll be using the name King Burger as the logo, the name of the company, the name of the brand, whatsoever. So now we got a bold font here. So we just zoom in to our work. Okay, now I think our logo is ready for consumption. No special effects, no nothing. So we're just gonna hit straight to the logo and make it look normal. So now we write the name of the burger. I don't know, burger has different types of flavor. So this one will make it, we'll call it spicy burger. So we'll look for a cool font that will match our ideas. Well, I think this font is okay. So to duplicate this, just go ahead and reduce this the space like it's too lengthy. So to duplicate this, we hold our alternates and drag, click and drag. So let's change the Y. Okay, not yet. Hold on. So we'll rename this burger. So we have the spicy and we also have the burger. So we duplicate our, we bring out our burger. Time to present the chef's ideas. So this is our burger. We select Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We remove it from the background. So now you see it has a little dark shadow underneath it. So we'll take that out by using our lasso tool, or whichever tool you choose to use. You can also use your pen tool, and there are so many tools to achieve this. But for this one, we'll use this one, our lasso tool. It's a selection tool. Pen tool can also be a selection tool, like you saw in the intro of the video. So we'll remove all of it. Make sure while removing your fader is at 0, so you won't take out the important part. So now we got our burger. Now we have to bug it while tugging. So now we want to make a shadow underneath our burger. Want to make a shadow. So for this shadow, we'll use our circle. Now, if we say let us use a drop shadow from our menu, from our effect, this is what it's going to look like. This should be cool when it doesn't have any background, like the red background in it. So we might want to take this off, and also get back to our normal shadow, take it off. This is our burger. So to sharpen your image, whatever you have in there, so we'll go to detail first, increase the details, enhance the details in the image, just like you're seeing in the burger. It's enhancing the details in it. So we look for color grading, and add a little bit color grading to it. Make the reds be the reds. So we head down to looking for what's in front of me. So we'll go to effects and increase this. Yeah, make the image come out a little bit. So click OK. Now this is looking beautiful. I think this is looking nice, fantastic. The image is now more detailed. So let's go ahead to create our over, which will turn to our shadow in a bit. So you duplicate this. I won't waste much of our time, so I'll just fast forward this video a little bit. Now, if I'm doing a design and I needed something inside the design, not I want to retain the in, uh, let me say like a shape or a background, and I want to take out a particular thing. So I could just select like this and do inverse, select invert. So that will make me select, because I didn't add any number to that, so it's just going to cut it straight up. And now I select inverse, selected outside of it. So I'll just uh let me show you. This will not rasterize right now. The image is not rasterized because it's a shape. It's still a shape in Photoshop. So we'll just go to our menu, right click, and you rasterize your layer. When you rasterize it, that's converted to an image. That was looking pretty faint, so we just want a little bit solid color in it to pronounce it. So rasterize again. We didn't select inverse. Don't forget that. Select invert. Delete. Now we got our little blurry shape. So we turn on the eyes of what we removed before. So when you want to stretch it, hold shift, then drag. So we place it carefully so it will look like it's the burger shadow and it looks original. So we'll go into our effects, then color overlay. Make it black. Click OK. It's not looking real. The shadow is not looking real right now. So we'll reduce the opacity. This is okay. Out so much. So we'll take it up for it to look as if it is originally the shadow of the burger, and reduce the height. I feel like this is okay. For the color or whatsoever. So I shifted it to one side because we are going to bring in our coke. So our coke also should fall in with the shadow. So we go ahead and reveal the power. So I selected the two from the layer and shifted. So we turn on our coke, bring it to the front. Take it to the center before selecting. Here we'll see all the frames that are off. So this is one little trick you need to know. There's a place called selection. When you click on it, it automatically selects whatever it sees, and it recognizes that, okay, this is the object you're trying to do, you're trying to select. So right now there are some things that it came along with that I do not like it's cutting out the cap of the poke. So we just go click and brush, gives us that. So so I feel like it's better like this. So we control C, control V, turn off the first layer's eye, we copy and paste, and it's gone. The background is gone. So drag and drop, take it to the back after reducing the size. Take it up so it can be on the shadow. Switch it. So you see, it fell in line with the shadow a little bit. We're just gonna go ahead and leave it like that. But you just adjust yours to get it right. So let's turn this back on small. It's giving us the door vibe. Okay, this is better. So our designing done. So we adjust the name of the burger, make it look presentable. So we drag, take it up. Please don't try this on your work, because if you're already, when you're done design, just select them one after the other. Else if you try this, you select the whole layer. Don't say I didn't tell you. So instead of dragging from your canvas rather, this is your canvas. Instead of dragging from your canvas, you go over to your layer, then click and drag. So we change it a little bit. So I think this is good. That's our original concept. So we drag, we hold control and drag by the side. So this subtle text, I saw it from, I watch YouTube a lot, so there's an advert called Glovo. So it's just like a order from Glovo and we deliver in minutes. So that was what entered my head when I felt like, okay, we should just add the order now, and we'll add some other text after we perfected this one and gotten the concept and where to place them. So I feel like tilting this a little. And also adding opacity to it. Yeah, I feel like this better. So it will not overshadow the main design. Order now, it's important to remind the buyers that, okay, you can order, but what we want you to see is the burger and whatever comes with it. So for instant delivery, so check that out. So finna reduce the size for it to fit. Tilt it a little bit. Nice, too much. Get it back to the original state. So now we dropped it. You see that it's aligning with the burger, spicy burger, like where the text ended. It's, you see the red line, right? So it aligned with it. So I think we're cool. So now this is our design. Oh, sorry. Order now. Beautiful. So we faded the order now so it won't be distracting. What have I just done? Yeah. So as of now, you can replace, you can take your logo wherever you want it to be. You can keep your logo wherever you want it to be. And the background of the logo is adapting to every single thing. Whatever changes you make on your hero section is going to adapt to it. So we'll duplicate the background to create our numbering section. And I don't like this tilted too much. Cool. Now we have two of the dozen. So just create the fresh one. Tilted it. So we click enter, click and drag to a certain input, not just a certain position where the other text, where the other banner ended. So we'll call these our location and our phone, mobile number, the road section. Okay, now I feel like we needed something which would be what will take us back to Chrome. We've gotten it. Our location. So we select copy and paste, delete the background. Okay, if you can see this, we have a little white stuff inside it. We could just leave it, but no, we want to make them transparent. So after we deleted, we are still seeing a little bit white things in it. So that's basically because this does not identify as white. But we did the first removal, it wasn't looking nice because we were using feather. So let's do it again. Still not looking like problem solved. So what could be our next move? Let's try it again. Okay, now we got it. So we reduce the size. We drag and drop it where I want it to be. Okay, here this is a fantastic position. We could position our location here and it will look fantastic. So what are we going to do? So we select this layer and we turn it off, then rasterize the location layer. As you can see, I just deleted it and it refused to delete, so we go and rasterize it, rasterize layer, then we now do the deleting and it goes freely. Bye bye. So as you can see, it left a little bit stuff there, so we'll select our lasso tool or our selection tool, copy and delete, and it's gone. So we'll turn back the eye, shift it a little bit. Yeah, so we go over to color overlay because we want to change it to pure red. So we go to color and we click OK. Come back to our canvas. So I'm going to search for those images we downloaded later on. But before then, let's write our location. So we change this font. As I silly thing to write. So we change up the so we renamed it anywhere close to you, located close to you. So your burger is close to you. So as you can see, the text is offsetting. So we drag and drop it properly. So let's say you can also reduce it more. But you can always do it when you are doing a professional design. So this is just an education section where I teach you how to create a concept that you thought of, not showing you. Okay. Okay. This is okay. Let's place it where we'll do the same for the phone number. Change up the phone number. Not that. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to put more official name. We downloaded a phone. We just add it to this. Use the same principle that we're using doing this other one to do this. Okay. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, we copied and paste the original file. Left click, blend options. Then we go to our color overlay. Then we change it to red. So we click OK. Then we come over here. We rotate it to be straight. Although I'm just gonna rush this one. I will leave it anyhow it is. I'll just create and leave it anyhow it is. So you do the math while creating yours on how to place it very well. Okay. So I do the same thing as copying. You saw another way I copied. I right clicked on the whatever, then select pixels, then I copy. That's when you have a specific pixels that you want to copy. So I come over, I click on the layer, whatever. So I'm trying to that's it. So I click on it, then rasterize it, then delete. Oh, it didn't rasterize. So now is rasterize. Ctrl D to remove selection. Then turn back my phone on. Shift it. Alright, that's it. So, but as big as it is, it's not looking cute. So maybe later on your own design, you can just find how to make it look epic. So I brought the phone down to its level. So the most important thing in your designs is to place uh is how to arrange your design. So at the end of the day, we group our designs, put them in a group. As you can see, this is group 3. So that if there's any correction that you want to make, you can just turn off any layer, and also it will help you while making animations. It really help. So please, before exporting, search for some designs, some layers that you didn't use, and delete them ASAP. Oh, I was trying to place it in background, in a group rather. Okay, it's now in a group, the group 1. So I'm trying to find where group 1 ends. But finally we got it. So other layers that you see that are turned off that I didn't delete are also designs that we use later. So I copied all of them and grouped them. So inside this group, you have your Coke design. So other ones that are for Sprite, Pepsi, I can always turn back the eye and give them what they want by simply duplicating this background, changing the color to the current brand, and that's it. So in branding, just when designing things for commercial, just know which brand is supporting the commercial. Just like Chicken Republic, okay, there is already red. So when Coke is sponsoring with them, so you don't have any problem of deciding which color comes first, if it's the red or the blue. But when almost all E3 has red as their main color. Chicken Republic, Killing Meals, Genesis, these are red, as they use red as their brand color, as Coca-Cola do. So what if they are partnering with Pepsi, which their brand color is blue? What do? So you mix up blue and red. In some cases, you just use if it's Chicken Republic, in some cases, you just use red and just drop the Coke or the Pepsi there. So it doesn't matter whoever. But for a particular course meal like burger does not have a brand color, so you use the brand to represent the color. Just like you want to okay, like I'm just designing this one. If I'm to design Pepsi, I won't start looking for where to choose colors or whatsoever. I will just use blue as my design background, and that's it for it. So if I'm using Sprite, look for green, because burger does not have any brand color. So this is this, and this McDonald's, I believe so, their design. So I'm turning them on to see which is useful or not. So for now, I got my tomato. Let's make the design look epic. So I bring it into my layer that I want to use. So I keep turning them on to see which one am I taking in. So as you can see, I'm taking them into Coke. So I turn off these ones, that's extra, and I turn on Coke. This is my full design. As you can see, there is no background in it because of before now I didn't add any background to it. So I'll just turn back on the default background. So I go to blur, motion blur, and it gives me this beautiful motion blur. I click OK. Then do same thing to the leaf. Go and select first of all, we take out the background. When we are done, Ctrl C, Ctrl V is off. So drag, we delete the background. So it leaves us with the original one. So we drag the original one, change it to whatever rotation we want it to give us. So we'll go to blur, motion blur, and there we go. Drag and drop. I will shift it, make it look nice on the background. So the same way we duplicate and place them where they should be. So this is it. So if your background is looking too plain, so we have a little thing to spice up your background. So we copy this spicy burger. We'll go over to layers, turn off the colors. We'll go to the text panel. So we right click, go to blend options. We'll go to stroke and add a stroke to it. Let's say 3 is okay. change the stroke to black. Reduce that. Okay. Then we come over to turn off the opacity, the fill, or the is either you turn off the fill or the opacity, either one. Control D. Sorry, we reduce the opacity. Then Control C, Control D. We duplicate. So basically, it's just duplicating, then replicating it throughout the whole background designing. Then you get what you want. So basically, we're done for this class. Do it to subscribe and like this video. Thank you and have a nice day.